Hello, my name is John Moden, and welcome to my presentation. So, this is me. I'm currently a junior at Cypress Ridge High School. So, this is a little part of my family. That's me on the left bottom corner, my sister to the right of me, my grandma Janu in the blue shirt, and my great-grandma Momo. Momo is the person I'm going to be talking about today because she played a huge role in my life. At a young age, she was kind of like a mentor in such fashion. She cared for me and she gave me great advice through life and just taught me how to, she developed me in a way. Momo played such a key factor in my life because she just knew how to, she understood me. She knew how to connect with me in a very, natural and pure way. Momo passed away about a decade ago. And it was honestly one of the hardest things in my life at that time because I was at such an early, young stage of my life. And I couldn't really wrap my head around the fact that I'll never see her again. And it was tough to overcome such somebody I loved, death. It was very difficult. And one thing Momo never failed to help me realize is that she wanted me to be successful. She wanted me to do what I love, and she wanted me to connect with something on a different level. And that's how football came along. Football played a huge impact on my life because I've played it more than half of it. The game was more than just a sport. It was a way of life. It taught me many lessons as growing up as a kid and transforming into a man, getting tougher and realizing that opportunities aren't given to you. You have to work for them. And I dedicate my passion and my love to the game for her. She was the reason I started playing because I started right after her death. And I remember every time I used to score, I used to pray and say that was for you. She was so important to me. And the game was kind of a vent, it was a way to get away for a second and get all of that off my mind. I relate all of this to their eyes were watching God. Because in the book, Janie had to overcome a death too. It was a huge obstacle, and it was T-Cake, her third husband. She loved T-Cake the most near and dearest because it was true love they showed. It wasn't just because of money or because of objects. It was true love. So when he died, it hurt her deeply. I believe me and Janie's situation is similar because, yeah, hers was a husband and mine was a great-grandma, but we still shared the same thing in common. It was true love, and it was a hard obstacle to face when somebody you love near and dear dies. And about happiness, I feel like Janie found true happiness towards the end because she knew T-Cake wanted the best for her. And he truly loved her and wanted her to be happy no matter what. And she came along with that idea in the end because she learned how to be independent. She found herself as a woman. She didn't need to rely on any man to make her happy or take care of her. She was independent and she could do things on her own. I kind of relate because with my grandma, after she passed, I knew she was looking down on me and she loved me. Solve and she wanted the best problems, and I didn't need the same teaching that I did earlier. I learned from her teaching and her wisdom, and I overcame obstacles, and I didn't make the same mistakes, and I kind of grew as a young boy. So I went to page 193 to find in chapter 19 a section about Janie talking about T-Cake after his death, talking about how she still loves him, and how it was real love, and how he's not dead. He dies when she stops thinking about him and remembering the memories they shared. He's still alive in her heart, and that's just a sign of love, and that's her maturing as a woman in a sense. All right, well, I'm John Moden, and this was my presentation. Thanks for listening.